This is the 62C deck off of the X485 that I'm working on, and I'm just going to show you what I think is going to be needed to fix this deck and get it to where it's actually usable. I actually thought the deck was in a lot better shape than what it is, so I'm just going to show you what some of the problems that I've just came across just casually looking at it. And the first thing is the blades. The one underneath is actually a takeoff that I had off another deck, and they're in pretty good shape, but these here are not. This one end looks like a bat wing. You can see the old blade on top of the new blade. It's actually not new, it's used, but not that bad. And there's not a whole lot of the old blade that is left there. The spindles do make a little bit of noise. This one, no, it's probably not good. This one, I can't turn it. So that one is definitely going to be replaced. This one, I did put some grease in it, and it probably, there's a chance that I could reuse it, but I'll just have to wait and see. The idlers, when you can hear that little bit of a grinding noise, I wouldn't use it again. I'm going to replace that. This upper idler here, again, is froze. So that's something that I'm not going to be reusing. There's like a finger that goes in here, and when you're lifting and lowering the deck, it slides on this. So I normally replace these bolts here, and it's just something, I don't know what they were, maybe $5-10 a piece, but definitely need to be replaced. The gear case, I drained the oil. Apparently not many people know that you actually are supposed to change that oil. The manual does say every 500 hours, and I work for 2 John Deere dealers, and I never once was asked to change the gear oil in this gear case. So that means to me that most of the ones you're going to buy used are going to definitely need to be replaced, or actually are overdue, and you're looking at damage to the gear case because the oil hasn't been changed. Okay, the gauge wheels, you can see how sloppy they are, and that's something that the plastic I didn't think looked that bad, but it's wore really bad. And I've done this before where the axles in there need to be replaced. You don't replace the axle, you have to replace the whole adjustment mechanism here, this rod. And I just checked the price, that's like $51 for this, and it'll give you the axle. Then you need to buy your wheels, which are about $30 a piece. The underside of the deck is rusted. To me, that's not a big issue because I've taken these, and what I'm going to do is I've got something I use, it's Rust-Oleum, it's called Rust Reformer, and it's going to supposedly, stabilize the rust and make it to where, it's not going to be rusting in the future. These little front rollers here, yeah, that bolt is loose, and I've done that before. Again, I've changed that, so that's nothing new to me. The spindles, probably all 3 of them need to be changed. Well, they all need to be changed, then it's just a matter of what am I going to do. They're about $70 a piece from John Deere. You can buy the bearings, which is what you need. 2 bearings, $15 a piece. This is the deck that I removed off the X485. 485 tractor that I'm doing some work on, and this deck is going to be looking at some serious, repair. On the underside, it doesn't look too bad, but the blades are in terrible shape. These are some of the worst blades that I've ever seen on any mower. They're wore back, they're bent, and are something that you would never want to try to cut grass with. This wouldn't cut it, it would gum it. Okay, the underside is kind of rusty, and what I'm going to do is clean it up, sandblast it, and then put some sealer on it, and then try to paint it. It doesn't have any holes in it, but it does have quite a bit of rust, which isn't unusual for a deck, being this old. I was going to video as I removed the different parts off of this deck, and the first thing I did is I wanted to remove this spindle. The spindle, the bearings are shot, the bolt hole on the other side where the blades connect was stripped out. So I start making the video, but then after about half an hour working on this spindle, I just shut it off. Everything I've tried to remove on this deck has been just a nightmare. The bolts, have never been removed, so that's part of the problem. You can see all the rust on here, and this isn't unusual. John Deere powder coats these decks, and they must not do a good job of preparing the surface, because this is not unusual. So what I'm going to do is, sandblast it, clean it up, sand it, prime it a couple of times, try to smooth those out, and then paint it. But that'll be one of my later steps. I'm just here walking around showing you what I did find. I did get the other two pulleys off, and that was not something that was easy either. Getting these off, I have a 1/2-inch Ingersoll Rand impact, and I had to just beat the daylights out of them with the impact, and you can see the amount of rust that's on these bolts. These are the bolts that I'm going to have to remove to get the spindles out of there so I can repair them. I did remove the gear case. Okay, and this is something I normally do. Removing the gear case is easier than trying to get the oil out of it. The oil is supposed to be changed in the gear case every 500 hours, and I guarantee you this oil had never been changed. So I did take the gear case out, which not a bad deal, because that way I'm actually going to take some diesel fuel and flush it, and then put in some 80-90 gear oil, which is what's recommended. Another problem with this gear case is it's mounted on 4 rubber bushings. These bushings are not in very good shape, and I do plan on replacing those. The bad news is John Deere wants $15 a piece for these, and there's 4 of them, so that's $60. So rather than doing that, I've already got a piece of pipe that I'm going to make my own and actually do a better job than what they did. But that's something that, removing the gear case sounds like it was kind of overkill, and it isn't. It's something I do on every mower deck when I'm doing this type of a repair. Something else you want to check are these bolts, and this is where the actual arm from the tractor is going to be connecting to the mower, and it just slides on these. And normally I just go ahead and automatically order these, because what happens is they slide on the lifting arm and they become grooved, and it's just something that it's an item that is going to wear, and I always do look at that and go ahead and change that. The 2 idlers that were on the deck were not rolling, they were locked up, so So I took those off, and I'm going to be ordering new idlers, and that again is something that's just common. You pretty well know when you're going through one of these decks that you're going to end up having to order the idlers. You can see this spot here on the deck where that's where the belt was rubbing. And the reason the belt was rubbing is these bushings here that hold the gear case mounting were so worn that the gear case was actually slapping around, and that's something, you know, caused this problem. But I'm already, like I say, I planned on doing that, get those bushings, new bushings in there, and as I go through reassembling it, you'll see, you know, what I did. I just got very frustrated. It seemed like every time I tried to take a bolt out, I tried to do it with an impact. That didn't work. I couldn't get the impact socket on it. Then I would try to use a wrench, and I didn't have enough pressure. So then I went to a 3/8 inch ratchet, and, you know, had to just, almost every bolt I had to come up with a different configuration. So that's something that, you know, it's not really that unusual, but I've worked on a lot of decks, and this right now is going to be my all-time unfavorite deck to have worked on. So I'll come back later, and as I'm reassembling this and going through like the gear case, you know, I'll be adding more at that time. This is the gear case, and you can see the yellow bracket there is where this bushing is supposed to be mounted. And this is not in very good shape. This is what actually caused that belt to be loose and rub on the top of the deck. So those little bushings are about $15 a piece, and I need 4 of them. That would be $60 from John Deere. The problem is this hole is wallowed out. It's not round anymore. So what I'm going to do is I found a piece of, this actually was an axle for a gauge wheel. And what I'm going to do is use that and then put a piece of 1/2 inch hose, this is gas line hose, around that tube. And then I'm going to slide this into the hole, and it's a little oversized. It won't fit right now. So what I'm going to have to do is smooth out the insides of this hole because they're not even, and then I'll be able to put this in here. End result is their bushing looks like this. My bushing is going to look like this. Which do you think is going to last a little longer? And this is going to cost me like next to nothing for material, just a little time, and, you know, I've got plenty of time. I'm retired. Okay, when I was trying to remove the mower deck from the tractor, I ran into something I'd never seen before in my life. There's usually a coupler where this is, and you slide the coupler back, and that releases, there's 2 ball bearings in there, it releases them. You slide your shaft off, and no big deal. When I went to remove this one, I found out the coupling wasn't there. What the previous owner had done is to install a couple of bolts. He threaded this coupling shaft here and then put these bolts in there, and that's what secured it to the shaft coming out of the transmission. It's unbelievable, but that actually did work, and it's not that bad of a system, except that whenever you want to get underneath there and try to remove the drive shaft, it's, you know, almost impossible. You know, I had to take the wheel off left side of the tractor and get in there to be able to access this. So this is just some of the things I'm running across with this mower deck, and I think I've got most of the problems identified, but I'm sure as I go along I'll find a few other things that, you know, are going to be a little bit of a surprise. So I'm going to continue tearing it down and get the deck painted. After I do that, I've got the parts already ordered, and I will then start putting it back together, and that's where I'll do each step, each component. I'll do the blades and, you know, do the idlers and everything else. The gear case is going to be my biggest problem because it's going to require a little customization. But like I said, I'm retired and I've got more time than money, so this is what I do as a hobby. So keep following and I'll be, you know, adding more videos as I go along.